My roommate did something to my cat that I'll never forgive. I'd had my cat Whiskers for 5 years. She was my little shadow, always curling up next to me after a long day. My roommate, though? He was a disaster from the start. He'd leave dishes piled up, blast music at midnight, and complain about everything, including Whiskers meowing. I'd brush it off thinking he'd get over it, but I was wrong. One day, I came home from work, tired and ready to crash, and Whiskers wasn't there to greet me at the door like usual. I called her name, checked under the couch, even shook her treat bag. Nothing. My stomach twisted as I turned to my roommate, sprawled on the couch with a beer, and asked where she was. He shrugged, barely looking up, and mumbled something about her being gone. I pressed him, voice rising, and that's when he admitted it. He'd sold her. Sold my cat, my best friend, for $20 to some random guy at a bar down the street, just so he could buy more beer. I saw red. I yelled, demanding to know who he'd given her to, but he just laughed, saying I was overreacting. I grabbed my keys and stormed out, driving to every bar in a 5-mile radius asking about a gray tabby with a white paw. After hours of searching, I found the guy, shady, stinking of booze, and threatened to call the cops if he didn't hand her over. He did, and I brought Whiskers home, holding her tight while she purred. But I wasn't done. I went back to the apartment, packed my roommate's junk while he was passed out, and dumped it all on the curb. Clothes, games, even his precious speakers. When he woke up, I told him he had an hour to leave or I'd call the landlord. He cursed me out, but he left, and I changed the locks that night. Now it's just me and Whiskers, living in peace, while he's crushing on someone else's couch, probably still broke. I don't care where he is, as long as he's nowhere near us. She's worth more than he'll ever be.